Shukran jazilan, Siyadat.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
I wish to convey our appreciation for the dynamism demonstrated by the Chair in imparting new momentum. I align myself with the statements delivered by St. Vincent and Grenadines on behalf of L69 and Brazil on behalf of G4. The previous speakers have already emphasized the pressing need for undertaking reforms of the Security Council on priority. The demand in this chamber for reforms is loud and clear. This call gains greater significance at a time when the world is expressing apprehensions at the ability of the United Nations to deliver, to meaningfully intervene on issues of key importance to humanity in different parts of the globe, particularly in the realm of peace and security, which remains the core mandate of the Council. It's beyond doubt that the Security Council represents a different period of time. The core architecture, which has remained unchanged for 8 decades, is not in synchrony with today's global realities. To realize its functional mandate to match the expectations of the people, our citizens, and to maintain contemporary relevance, the Council needs to be made fit for purpose. Though an overwhelming number of member states acknowledge that reforms are indeed an imperative, there has been practically no progress along this direction. We have had numerous discussions and debates. We speak passionately, but we continue to be where we are. Co-chairs and colleagues, we cannot be losing any more time in exchanging ideas and engaging in discussions alone. It's time for member states to act. It's time to move forward. It's time to show results. In this backdrop, I'd like to make following specific points with regard to working methods. First, the Council needs to engage with the wider membership of the United Nations. A meaningful way to achieve this would be through a discussion on the report of the Security Council in the General Assembly. This report should not be merely a compilation of facts. It should be analytical in nature, offering an opportunity for the member states to effectively appraise the functioning of the Council. Second, there needs to be more transparency in the working of the subsidiary bodies of the Council. Let me give a specific example. While decisions on listing are made public, details pertaining to rejection or putting on technical hold of listing requests are the exclusive preserve of a select few. This is indeed a disguised veto. Third, implementation of peacekeeping mandate should duly factor in the concerns of troop and police contributing countries. For India as the largest cumulative troop contributor, this remains a key issue. Fourth, obsolete and irrelevant items with no relevance in today's world have no basis to remain on the agenda of the Security Council merely for political purposes. Fifth, reforms pertaining to one cluster cannot be considered in isolation. A piecemeal approach is bound to fail. Therefore, the question of Council reforms needs to be dealt with in its entirety in a holistic manner. In closing, I'd like to reiterate that the world does not have the luxury to hide behind the smokescreen of intergovernmental negotiations, a process which has no time frame and no text to achieve real reforms. The pathway to reform starts with a text and attaching fixed timelines to achieving concrete outcomes. May I add that the reform of the working methods of the intergovernmental negotiation process itself is thus a very good starting point. I thank you, Chair.